Hi, I'm Johannes of NewGadgets.de, and right here I have the iPad, the new iPad, so the iPad 3 or the iPad 3rd generation, and we're going to unbox it. It's not really completely new because it kind of looks like the old iPad, so the iPad 2, but we have a Retina display with higher resolution and also a better GPU. So we still have a dual-core CPU, but a slightly better GPU, and I will show it to you later in some games. But first we're going to unbox it. So also the box is quite the same. We have the iCloud logo over here, and here it is. I have the white version. So okay, the 3G or LTE version. I will talk about it later, and let's have a look what we have in the box. So we have some manuals over here. As you can see, we also have this little opener, you maybe know it from your iPhone, and some manuals, and also the famous Apple stickers. And we have your cable from USB to dock connector to synchronize and charge your device. And we have the big AC adapter, the one for Europe except UK. So this one is for Germany, for example, because this is a German device. And that's about it. Nothing left in the box. So that's the new iPad now, and let's have a look at the specs. So we still have a 9.7-inch IPS touchscreen over here, just like on the other iPads, but we have a Retina display now. So what does that mean? We have a better resolution, so it's 2048 by 1536 pixels now, and that's 246 pixels per inch, so that's really high resolution for such a small screen. And about the processor, it's still the A5 Dual-Core Processor like on the iPad 2, but it's called A5X now because we have quad-core graphics. It now also has LTE, but I have to say we cannot use it, for example, in Germany, because our carriers doesn't have the standards the iPad have. So too bad. You cannot use LTE here in Germany with our carriers, but of course in the US and everywhere else where you have this LTE standard with your carrier. And also something new at the back. So we have a 5 megapixel camera now over here, but too bad there's no photo light. And let's have a quick look around. So the power button, of course right here we have the LTE or 3G version. So we have the antenna. With the Wi-Fi version, you got nothing over here. We have the headset port. Over here is your micro SIM card slot. Nothing here. You have the dock connector. And on the left side, the volume button and also the mute and the rotation lock. And that's about it with the technical specs. And because nothing really changed on the outside, you can of course use your smart cover you got from your iPad 2 and use it with your new iPad as well. Let's compare the displays. On the left side there's the iPad 3 with a Retina display, and on the right side we have the iPad 2 with a normal display. Exactly the same picture, same resolution, etc. So on this one it looks a bit blue, and in this one, this area looks a bit more purple in my opinion. So the colors are not really the same. Let's go a bit closer. So we are really close. And to be honest, with my eye, I don't see any pixels. Okay. And here? Okay, the camera is not really a good help, but I can say if I'm like about 30 centimeters away with my eyes from the display, Of course I cannot see any pixels, I don't have bird's eye. But if I go close, like 5 centimeters, I would see pixels on the iPad 2, but no pixels on the iPad 3. But do you really go that close to your tablet? I'm not really sure about that. Okay, we had pictures and now text. So on the iPad 2 and on the iPad 3, I hope you can see it. It's I have to say it's better on the iPad 3. If we zoom out with small text, I can really say that it's much more fun to read it on the iPad 3 than on the iPad 2. But of course you can still read it on the iPad 2. But in the direct comparison, it's better on the iPad 3. Let's have a look at the browser speed. So over here I have my website, NewGadgets.de, and let's load the index page. And there's the progress button. As you can see, it loads quite the same because it has the same processor. The A5X is just a little update in the GPU. So for example, let's open up this news. And you can see loading time was the same. And also the multi-touch gestures are the same speed. So let's check out the games to see how fast the new GPU is. Yeah, I think Shadowgun is a pretty good app for that. And I already installed the latest version, so with the support for the native resolution of the iPad 3 and with 4x anti-aliasing. So let's start it at the same time. Let's see what's faster. Okay, this one in the wrong direction, but it was a bit faster. Let's bring it to the right direction and start a new game. Yes, normal. So on the iPad 3 it was a bit faster. But you can't skip this intro video. Let's skip it. So now we're in the game, and as you may see in the video, or in the intro video, the speed was about the same, but we have a higher resolution over here and 4x anti-aliasing, so we have better graphics and the same loading time, etc. So that's pretty good. And let's walk around a bit. Of course, it looks quite the same because on the iPad 2 it already looked pretty good. But let's have a look at the graphics. So we go to the same position over here, and then let's have a look at the textures, etc. So you see a bit flickering over here at the skull. You can't see it on the iPad 3. But with both devices we have good gaming experience, and I think if you play it on the TV, it's fun with both devices. And yeah, let's connect the iPad 3 to my TV. Okay, right now I have my iPad 2 on my TV, and let's walk around a bit. And as you can see, we have really nice graphics over here, and it looks, of course, like a PlayStation 3 game or something. But you may notice that it's just about 4:3. That looks really stupid in my opinion. So on the left and right side we have black spaces, so that's not really cool. And let's have a look at the graphics again and at this white skull I showed you. Wait a second, I will zoom in. And again, you can see the quality, the flickering over there. And when we switch to the iPad 3, so that's the skull on the iPad 3 over here. And you can see, thanks to the better resolution and 4x anti-aliasing, it's much better. But when we zoom out, you can see that we still have these black spaces over there, and that's not really nice. I hope they will change that soon, because as you can see, the quality of the game is pretty amazing, and it really looks like a PlayStation 3 game or something, yeah? And I hope they will make it full screen, 16:9, then it would be really cool to play it. So, and if you ask yourself after this gaming, which device will get hotter, I will show it to you. I have an infrared thermometer over here, and let's check it out. It will show me the maximum, and I will just go around the device and to the middle, and the maximum is 91.5 Fahrenheit, which is 33.2 Celsius. And on the iPad 2, again around the device and in the middle, 28 degrees Celsius, which is 82.5 Fahrenheit. So the iPad 3 will get a bit hotter or warmer. It's not really hot. And here again, nice game, GTA 3, Grand Theft Auto 3, and yeah, as you can see, they're both the same speed. So the graphics are about the same on both devices. So, and over here I have Air Supremacy, so that's a simulation game, and as you can see, you can't really see a lot of difference over here, in my opinion. We have some nice effects over here, and also on the iPad 2. So and the games, they look pretty smooth on both devices. Again, hope you can see it. I'm just searching for some differences. Maybe the shadow is a bit better over here on the iPad 3. But it looks good on both devices. And let's check out the camera now. So right here I have my DSLR, and I will photograph it with the new iPad. It has a 5 megapixel camera. And as you can see, also with autofocus. And let's have a look at the picture I took. So maybe it's not the best camera, but compared to its predecessor, it's really good. Because let's have a look at the quality of the iPad 2 camera. Because there's no autofocus on this one, and the pictures will look like this. Like you can see nothing on it. So the new 5 megapixel camera is really an improvement, and I'm really thankful that Apple built in a much better camera on the new iPad, because I think there are many people who will take pictures with it. I'm not really a person who shoots pictures with a 10-inch tablet, but there are some people. And of course we also have a front camera, but the front camera is the same quality like on the iPad 2. It's okay for Skyping, etc., but not really good for pictures. You have a camcorder as well. You can shoot 1080p videos with it. Let's take one video. Also right here we have the tap to focus function while video filming. That's what I really like. Let's play this video. And it really looks okay. We also have sound. Right here we have tap to focus function while video filming. That's really okay. So compared to its predecessor, it's really good. Who should get an iPad 3? If you already own an iPad 2, I think the iPad 3 is not a big step forward. Of course we have a better display, better camera, and also better GPU, but if you don't need them, you can stick with your iPad 2. The iPad 2 is a really good tablet. But if you read a lot, or take a lot of pictures and you're a heavy gamer, okay, maybe the iPad 3 is better for you. You should sell your iPad 2 or get the iPad 3 additionally. If you own an iPad 1, the iPad 3 is a big step forward. You have a camera, because the iPad 1 doesn't have a camera at all, and you have better display of course, and you have a dual-core processor and not a single-core processor. It's your decision of course, but I'm an owner of an iPad 2 and I think I will stick with my iPad 2 because I don't see a lot of reasons to get the iPad 3. I think in several months there will be some apps optimized for the performance of the iPad 3. Maybe then I would choose to switch to the iPad 3, but right now I'm really happy with my iPad 2 because I really don't take a lot of pictures. That's why I don't really care about the camera. And the display of the iPad 2 is really okay for me. Of course the iPad 3 has a gorgeous display. The resolution is really great, but I really don't need it. So that was my unboxing, hands-on and review of the new iPad or iPad 3. I hope you enjoyed it and make sure to subscribe my YouTube channel and visit my website NewGadgets.de for the latest and the best in tech. So, thanks for watching and see you in my next video.